Hello, it's Miss Patrick again. We are going to go over our math for day 2 of the NTI packet. At this time, I want you to get 2 different colored crowns plus a pencil because we will need them for our number line. Our page today has one problem, just like yesterday. I'm going to read it out loud and then we're going to go over this page together. Tom went fishing. He caught 67 fish. Then he caught 15 more fish. How many total fish did he catch? Well, I want to know what kind of bait Tom used because that is a lot of fish that he caught. So, for our equation, it says in the question, how many total fish? So, anytime it says how many total, we know that we're adding together. So go ahead and put your addition sign on your page. So a blank plus blank equals blank. So once we figure out if we're adding or subtracting, then we go back and we look for what numbers we'll be using. And this one does not have any tricky information that we don't need, so we're going to use both numbers, it says. He caught 67 fish, so in the first blank, you're going to put 67. And then he caught 15 more fish, so we're going to add 15 to 67, and we do not know our answer yet, so we're going to put a question mark. So as you can see, 67 plus 15 equals question mark. Now we're going to go down, and it says show your thinking using base 10 blocks. So the first thing we're going to do is make 67 in base 10 blocks. 67 has 6 tens, so draw 6 lines, and it has 7 ones. And ones are made with just little tiny dots. Then 15 has 1 10, so we get 1 more line, and 5 ones, so 5 more dots. And I set it up a little bit better today than yesterday. So they're right over top of each other. After we make our base 10 blocks, we count our ones and see if it's more or less than 10. So I'm going to count out loud. We already know that there's 7 in the top, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So then I think to myself, is 12 more than 10? And it is. So I need to circle 10 of my ones. I'm going to cross those 10 ones out. I'm going to make a little tiny arrow, and I'm going to draw another line because we're trading those 10 ones for a 10 rod. After I trade out my 10 ones for a 10 rod, I count how many ones I have left outside of the circle, and I have 2 ones left outside of the circle. So now I'm finished with my ones. I need to go to my tens, and I'm just going to count them out loud. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and don't forget the one that you traded that's beside your arrow, and that makes 80. So we're going to put an 8 in the tens place. So our final answer is 82. Now we're going to use an open number line, and we should get the same answer for the base 10 blocks and the open number line. If we do not, then we made a mistake. So go ahead and have your 2 colors ready. Today I'm using blue and green. I'm going to pick one and put a T in that color for my tens. So my blue is going to be my tens, and I just wrote a little T on my paper. Then my other color is for my ones, and I'm going to make an O with that to remind me. At the beginning of your open number line, you always start with the first number in your equation, and that this time is 67. So I'm going to make a line and put 67. Then I look at my second number to see how many tens and ones I have to add. And my second number is 15. That has 1 10 in it. So I'm going to take my 10 color, and I'm going to make one hump coming from 67. And in that hump, I'm going to write plus 10. I'm going to think to myself, what is 10 more than 67? 10 more than 67 is 77. So at the end of that hump, I'm going to write 77. Then I am finished with my 10s, and I'm moving on to my 1s. So I need my other color for my 1s. I go back to my second number and I look to see how many 1s there is. My second number is 15. It has 5 1s. So I'm going to make 5 1 humps, starting right where my 10 hump ended. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to count up while tracing my humps. 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. So at the end of that last hump, I'm going to write 82. And it's an exciting day because it matches our base 10 block. So that means we did it right. So now in this bottom, where it says write a number sentence, we have all of our information now. We just have to write it out. So just like from the first box, we know our equation is 67 plus 15 equals, and now we know our answer is 82. And what is your final answer? 82. But 82 what? Is it 82 cats, 82 dogs? What was the word problem talking about? This one was talking about fish. So we're going to put 82 fish. And then we are complete with that one. If you have already done your math facts, I'm going to go ahead and go over those answers. If you have not, please, 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 please don't just write down the answers as I go. Go ahead and pause this video and you can come back to it later to check your answers. I will give you a hint if you haven't already done it. All the answers are either going to be 13, 14, or 15. So if you get a number other than 13, 14, or 15, recheck your math. All right, last chance to pause it before, if you haven't already completed this page, the test your skills. All right, so I'm going to very quickly go over these answers. 13 plus 0 equals 13. 8 plus 5 equals 13. 9 plus 4 equals 13. 10 plus 5 equals 15. 6 plus 7 equals 13. 14 plus 1 equals 15. 13 plus 1 equals 14. 12 plus 3 equals 15. 9 plus 5 equals 14. 15 plus 0 equals 15. 11 plus 2 equals 13. 10 plus 4 equals 14. 8 plus 6 equals 14. 4 plus 9 equals 13. 11 plus 3 equals 14. 12 plus 2 equals 14. 11 plus 4 equals 15. 12 plus 3 equals 15. 10 plus 4 equals 14. 12 plus 1 equals 13. 14 plus 1 equals 15. 15 plus 0 equals 15. 10 plus 3 equals 13. 13 plus 2 equals 15. 12 plus 2 equals 14. 10 plus 5 equals 15. 11 plus 2 equals 13. 5 plus 9 equals 14. 13 plus 1 equals 14. 8 plus 6 equals 14. 9 plus 6 equals 15. 13 plus 2 equals 15. 8 plus 5 equals 13. 7 plus 7 equals 14. 4 plus 9 equals 13. And 7 plus 6 equals 13. Then at the very bottom, you have a little frog friend that says, how am I doing? We all know I love frogs, so. Accuracy. If you got them all right and you didn't have to change any, then go ahead and mark I got them all right. If you missed a couple, that's fine. We're still learning. And as always, we don't learn by never making mistakes. Mistakes help us learn. So if you missed a couple, go ahead and mark missed a couple. I will practice these. So if you miss more than 2 or 3, you need to mark I will practice these, and that's fine. As always, the more that we practice, the better we will get. And list up to 4 facts that you miss that you want to practice. Efficiency. I use these strategies. So if you count it up or if you count it on your fingers, you can mark that strategy, and you may mark all these strategies and you may mark 0. So if you used your doubles facts or doubles plus 1, so like 6 plus 7, if you did 6 plus 6 equals 12 plus 1 more equals 13, that's doubles plus 1 strategy. You can mark that one. Tens partners or plus 10 plus 9. If you timed yourself, that's great. You can put how much time is on there, but you did not have to time yourself, so don't worry if you didn't. And my next goal is, so if you missed a few, then just move your goal up to a number higher than what you got right, and that's your goal for tomorrow's sheet. And we will keep working on them, and we will keep learning these awesome facts, because you definitely need them before you go to 3rd grade, because you start learning multiplication. All right. As always, I love and miss you guys. I hope you're having a great break.